traffic for this frequency before we begin. Please call now. Didn't have the microphone turned on. With nothing heard. Welcome to the West Michigan GMS Friday Night Net. This net meets every Friday night at 8 p.m. This is a social net open to any licensed operator of any age. Its goal is to unite and grow the West Michigan GMRS radio community, practice emergency radio communications, and radio etiquette. In addition, it gives every and all stations the opportunity to test their radio equipment and get a signal and audio report. Before we begin, does anybody have any announcements for the net tonight? Please call now. Do I have anybody scribing for me tonight? Oh, there they are. Okay, with nothing heard, just a reminder, our first show coming up is April 11th. You guys should know all the information on that. It's posted on our social media sites. So we do have the applications for the club now. So Sam, thank you, Sam, for doing that. That's all worked out, and we'll get that posted up on our site with all the links and information. Stand by. I forgot everything I was going to say. And I had something else, but I can't remember what it is now. But it'll come to me halfway through the middle of this, the way it usually does, and I'll share it with you guys then. So this is a directed net, so please direct all traffic through net control. When checking in, please speak slowly and clearly with your name and your call sign and your location. We like your call sign twice, once and then a second time phonetically. Speak slow so our guys can get it scribed and into the log correctly. Forgetting. All right. Tonight's topic is, if you've been paying attention to the news or social media or any of the craziness in the world, all the prepper groups and YouTube channels and everything, the world's coming to an end. So tonight's topic is, if that happens, are you prepared? And don't take this too seriously, because if it happens, there's nothing we can do. It'll be done and over. Are you going to bug in, bug out, and how many days do you think you'll last? They say the average person will last 3 days, on the most 3 weeks, and then you start to run out of food, water, and everything like that. So, like I said, this is just in fun. Don't take this too seriously. We don't need no political or thing like that. So just, if it happens, how long are you going to make it? Are you prepared? All right, let's see. Stand by one more second. Not do this when you're sitting down here. I lose my whole thing. All right, this is the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. My name is Mark. WRW809 is my call sign. I'm net control, and we're going to take some check-ins. Please call now. Sometimes I can. Other times I can't.
WS327 Whiskey Sierra Hotel Delta 327 Harley in Standell currently, and I will be in and out, but I will say that I'm probably bug in, and I did just recently pick up a pistol, but more for target practice and just shooting around at the range than anything, but home pro if needed.
All right, Harley, thanks for checking in. What kind of pistol? Just what'd you get?
Canic TP9 SFX, like full-size pistol, very little kick on it, so nose heavy.
Oh, very cool. All right, next check-in, please call now.
This is WSCP 679 Whiskey Sierra Echo Papa 679 Stephen Kentwood, and we're going to be short time tonight, Mark.
All right, Steve, we got you down for short term. All right, I remember now, guys. We are have our live feed going for the Discord now. So if you guys that are listening, I know Tim's out there in Sheraton if he's listening, and there's a couple other people that usually text me. Oh, there's more than one. So Discord, if you go to our Discord and you go to LiveNet chat, it's there. If you guys want to participate, comment, I will read your questions or comments on the air tonight. So this is the first time doing that. Once we start to stream live on YouTube, you can do it in comment section there. But we'll keep both going. So that's what I wanted to tell people that were listening. So next check-in for the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. Please call now.
WRCY 437 Whiskey Romeo Zulu Yankee 437. The name is Greg in Holland. And if there is an in and out, I will do the in and out here. I'm pretty much here to listen and see how everything goes. I'm new to the GMRS world. WRCY 437. Greg is the name. Thank you for taking that.
All right, Greg. Thanks for checking in. Hey, buddy. We usually pick on the new guys, so we don't let you off real easy. If you don't want to participate, that's fine. But we ask it if this is your first time checking in. Just give us a short, little, quick. What got you interested in GMRS, and tell us a little bit about yourself and what kind of radio you're using. As much as you'd like to share, and if not, we completely understand. But we always got to pick on the new person. So, Greg, go ahead.
Well, I've been a ham for quite a while, and then I heard about this GMRS, and it's just another set of frequencies that I can talk on, probably a little more. And I've been listening.
Lost you there, Greg.
Flood warning.
All right, Greg, you started out pretty good on your transmission there, and then you just faded away. So I'm not sure what kind of equipment you're using, but if you're an amateur radio operator, you're not quite making it. You had a good signal and audio there for a minute, but you faded away. So if you want, hang out, listen, and we can always do a recheck, and you can always come back and join us. So we're going to move on to the next check-in. But, yeah, you were good at the beginning, then you just kind of faded out at the end there. So this is the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. We're taking check-ins. Please call now.
This is
It's going to be a pain in the ass.
WRCY 437.
All right, Greg, you're not making the trip, so we're going to move on to the next check-in. Tim, go ahead. Well, these guys are off their game tonight. All right, this is the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. We're going to take some more check-ins. I thought I heard Tim in there. Anybody like to check in? Please call now.
This is WRAF 948 Whiskey Romeo Alpha Foxtrot 948 Al in Rockford, and I'll be short term tonight.
All right, Al, we got you. You guys want to put Tim in there too, because I know he's been trying to get in there. But we got you, Tim. Beautiful downtown Barkula, and we got Al. Next check-in, please call now.
This is
Jim.
WSHW 974 Jim in Belmont. I'll be general.
All right, Jim, we got you. You want to try?
Or use that?
No.
Use this?
Go ahead.
WRB.
This is W. This is WSMB 488 Whiskey Sierra Mike Bravo 488 Sylvia in Kentwood.
Very good. All right, Sylvia, we got you into the log. Next check-in, please call now.
This is Whiskey Sierra Alpha X-Ray 846.
Talking to this.
WSAX 846. Operator Victor out of Michigan. I'll be a general tonight, Mark.
All right, for folks watching, you talk into this part of the microphone, not this part.
Hey, I'm new here.
All right, good. We got you. All right, Victor. Thanks for checking in. Next check in, and we'll take one more, and then we'll get to the short term people. So one more check in for the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net, and we'll go back to the list.
This is WRUY 361 Whiskey Romeo Uniform Yankee 361 Mark Grand Rapids. I'll be in and out tonight, Mark. I'm on my way back into work, so we'll be monitoring them.
All right, Art. Thanks for checking in. All right, guys, let's take a little break here and go to the list and let the short-term guys get their transmission in. So first on the list is Stephen Kentwood, WSEP 679. Come on in, bud.
Well, thank you, Mark, and thank you for taking the net tonight, and good evening to you and all others that are on the net. As far as the prepping and the Doomsday stuff, I guess I try to crawl away from as many cities as I could, big cities, but that would be about it. And I wanted to make a comment that I couldn't remember last night on the Simplex net, just vanished from my head, was your comment on projects and headaches. And I think projects are headaches, or vice versa, whatever, but you always have both. Anyway, Mark, back to you, and again, thanks for taking the net. This is WSEP 679, back to net.
Oh, for sure, man. Thanks for checking in too. By the way, the headaches that I'm going through with just regular. I got a Yaesu 510 in my truck, and just the headaches I'm going through with RF in the truck with that. I can't imagine what HF is going to be like. So it's going to be fun and interesting. But I got it too. So if I want to go out and do POTA or do mobile things like that. I can use it either way, or I could use it in the shack if I wanted to too. So, but it should be fun and interesting. All right, next short term on our list is Alan Rockford, WRAF 948L.
Good evening, Mark. Good evening, everyone. Right now, to hold down the fort or whatever. I think my preference is I really don't want to be a survivor. Just take me now and just have it over and done with. And the neighbors can have woods that maybe are squirreled away downstairs or whatever. But yeah, count me out.
Thank you.
So that's about all I've got tonight. Back to net control.
Heading for the high hill.
All right, Al. Yeah, you know what? Depending on what it is, like I mentioned before, this is all in fun. But if they ever did launch and then we launch back, and that's done deal, man. I'd rather have it be done and over with too, because I don't want to be, scrounging for food and water and melting and the face melting and I don't want any of that part. So if it's gonna happen, just do it and get it over with. Yeah, I agree with that. We got Brandon, WSLK 966. He's in the chat and he says hello. He's not gonna make it tonight, but he says hello to everybody on the net and 7-3s y'all. So all right, let's take some more check-ins for the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. That's our last short term. So come on in, guys. All right, Christine, we got you in the log. Next check-in, please call now.
This is WSAD 407, Whiskey Sierra Alpha Delta 407, Jeff and Holland, I'll be at General.
All right, Jeff, we got you. Next check-in, please call now. I wonder where Ken is.
This WQZT 684 Whiskey Quebec Zulu Tango 684 Brian Grand Rapids General.
All right, Brian, we got you too. Let's take a couple more and then we'll go back to a list so these folks don't have to wait. This is the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. I'm Mark, WRWN 809 for ID, and we're going to take some more check-ins. Please call now. I figure it's nice weather out, so everybody's probably out.
This is WSAB 868 Whiskey
Bravo, State, Eastern out of Westonville, and I'll be in and out.
All right, Ethan, we got you in the log. Next check-in, please call now. Somebody's calling me on this. All right, let's go back to the list. Stand by 1 second here. Short-term general. All right, first general check-in is WSAC 909, Tim in beautiful downtown. It's finally warm Borculo. Come on in, Tim.
Good evening, Mark, and everybody on the net tonight. Topic, if the world was coming to an end, yeah, I would hang out. I'm ready. I've got plenty of food, plenty of water. As far as estimated time, I would say probably a month. But yeah, I would definitely hang in there and fight till my last breath. So I guess I'd be a bug in, right?
Yeah, correct. I think I'm doing the same. You know where I live. You've been to where I live, and if anybody wants to look up my call sign and find out where I live, it's not hard to do. But I'm screwed. I'm right in the middle of all the chaos. So I'm gonna fight till the end, man. Till I run out of ammo or water or food. So I'll be here if you want to stop on by and say hi. All right. Next on our list is going to be Jim in Belmont. WSHW 974. Jim, come on in. That should be interesting.
This is WSHW 974, Jim Belmont. Good evening, Mark, and everybody aboard. I heard my daughter Chris check in a little bit ago there, too. Nothing much happening here. Don't know what the topic is. If it's about surviving like that, I have enough ammunition to keep my 1911 and my Glock 21 fed, and my AR-15, stuff like that. If that's not the subject, well, I guess I'll have to be educated. Over.
No, the topic of the night is if the world comes to an end, and all the social media and everybody, YouTube, they think the world's coming to an end because of what's going on, with Iran and everything. And this isn't about politics or anything. It's just for fun. If it ever did happen, are you bugging in, bugging out, or how many days do you think you'll last before it gets really serious and out of control, and you got to start thinking about a different scenario?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not bugging out. I have a bag set up, but I have enough invested, enough years in the property here that I'll kind of hang out here. Have my radio set up, everything else like that. I have enough to defend myself for a while. I have a good stock of food on the shelves. Over.
All right, very good. Bugging in. Next on our list, we're going to go to Sylvia in Kentwood, and congratulations, Sylvia, for navigating the FCC website. That's the test to get your your GMRS license. And honestly, it took us a minute because I forgot how to do it, but we figured it out. It didn't take too long. So Sylvia, come on in.
So yeah, I don't think the world's coming to an end, but I guess I'm bugging in, hunkering down here with Mark, and I guess my biggest concern is how long will the insulin how long will the insulin last? I have a good bit, but I'm kind of the mindset though with Steve. If it gets that bad, I'm really not interested in hanging out. So, yeah, back to that.
Good job. All right, thank you. Next is going to be Victor in Douglas, Michigan, WSAX 846. Dang, it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, Roger, Mark. We're a bug in here in Douglas. Better prepared than most. let it hang right there. WSAX 846.
All right. Yeah, I went down the emergency food supply bug hole or bug hole, rabbit hole, 2 years ago, I think, and I tried them all. You know, Mountain House and Patriot and Four Patriots, and I got a different bunch of different ones. And then I had all this food sitting around, and I thought I'd see how long it could actually survive without going to the grocery store and using any water or buying anything. And I made it 3 months with all the water I had supplied and the food I had supplied. And I'm gonna take a quick break. Well, I tell you what, it wasn't fun, man. That food will keep you alive, but man, the first thing I did when I decided I went 3 months exactly, and I said, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I still had stuff left, but I'm like, I need some food. I went out and got steak. I went and got a burger. I got all kinds of pizza, everything. I was just like craving something that wasn't powdered, watered. Yeah, that stuff it'll keep you alive, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to live off it too long, but you do have to rotate the supply too. I think they tell you 25 years on the shelf life of that. I noticed the stuff that I had compared to the stuff that I bought new. There is a difference, so I don't know. Maybe your experience is different. Maybe somebody can speak to that did that. All right, next general, Sydney, Christine, WSIC 908.
Hey, Mark, this is WSAC 908 up here in Sydney. And I would be definitely a bug in. I've got 6 acres up here, so I do have a little bit of land.
Any mechanics tonight?
House got it all kind of situated where, automatically switched over for generator if need be. That's including for propane. And got enough family members, especially even in, the area that if, even weaponry come around, they're, well, arsenal. So I wouldn't have to totally worry about that. But food on the, shelves, so on and so forth. And it's nice to be able to have a well. So then that way, a little bit of power be able to generate our own water. Back to you, Mark.
All right, thanks, Christine. Yeah, I had a well at my old house. I'm on city everything now, because I live basically in the hood. But a well would be cool until it became contaminated. If that ever happened, depending on what happens. But all right, Christine, thanks. We got a couple more, and then after we get those, we'll go back to take some more check-ins or rechecks. So, Jeff in Holland, come on in, bud.
Thanks, Mark. Good evening, everybody. WSAD 407. I'm gonna have to agree with Steve and Sylvia. I mean, if it's that bad, and if it happens, it's gonna get that bad. I don't want to be here for it. So, not too much to say about that, but I am armed up pretty good. But other than that, back to net.
All right, Jeff. Yeah, I agree with that. But this is just for fun, like I said. But if they ever did, somebody launched nuclear weapons at us and we returned fire in time before they hit us, that would be the end of everything. There wouldn't be. It would just be done, and anybody left around would be starving and fighting to survive, and it wouldn't take very long before it was the end. So, I agree. I wouldn't want to deal with that. I'd rather just have it be done with over big flash and say goodbye. Brian, you're next, buddy. WQZT 684.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Good evening to everybody on the net. Hopefully you can all hear me. I have a little bit of a cold I'm dealing with here, but my idea would be kind of a hybrid approach. I figure if the stores run out of food in 3 days, people will run out of food at home about 4 or 5 days later. So about 7 or 8 days into it is when all the crazy people start killing each other and fighting for stuff. So I'm definitely going to be plug in at first, but then after all the crazies take each other out, I'd reevaluate and possibly plug out. But that's kind of my thinking. I don't know how many days I'd make it, but I try to live off what I got, and then I try to live off the land a little bit afterwards. That's what I got. WQVT 684, back to net.
All right, Brian. Thanks for checking in. I think the only problem wrong with that situation is, man, you want to get the heck out of Dodge before that happens, because once that happens, then it makes it harder and more difficult to get out. I think, personally, myself, if I was going to bug out, I'd let the first couple days, with the panic shopping and all the crazies and fighting for everything. I think maybe that lasted 2 or 3 days. As soon as that started to die down, I'd get the heck out of there before. Uh, yeah. You want to get the heck out of there before it comes to that, I would think. But because by that time, gas is food and everything's gone. It's going to be mad chaos trying to find a route out. And if anybody is a serious prep or anything, if you got your little maps and you know how to get out of town and alternative ways to get out of town instead of the major routes, that's a good thing to know. Back roads, side roads, things like that, not your main infrastructure. You got to have a way to get out of town without going the way everybody's going to go. All right, this is West Michigan Jammers Friday Night Net. My name's Mark, Net Control, WRWN09. We'll take some more check-ins. If anybody's out there would like to check in, please call now.
WRZG 3-2 and another 2. Paul GR. I'll be short time.
All right, Paul, why don't you go ahead, buddy, while we got you on the radio. Take your turn. Go ahead.
Well, again, I just got here. I need to know the topic.
All right, well, I know you're in some of the same prepper groups I'm in. So the topic of the night is, with all the social media and the prepper groups and YouTube, everybody thinks the world's coming to an end and this is it. And, so topic of the night is, if this does happen, the proverbial, it hits the fan, are you bugging in, bugging out, and how many days do you think you're going to last if you do? What's your scenario there for that situation? And this is just for fun. This isn't too serious. We're just, if it does happen, if they launch and we launch, it's over. So this is just for fun. What are you doing, man? Staying, going? How long are you going to make it?
It's a fun topic. That could be a long one too, but depends on the situation. What happens, whether we stay in, stay out, where certain people are that I'm involved with. So it depends whether it's a bug in, bug out. But I got a location, several, but one main spot, and then from there, got other spots to meet up, this and that. But if I had to bunker down, I'd be good for quite some time. I would only be good for about 30 minutes, okay? And I got lots of guns. That's all I gotta say. WRCG3, 2-2.
Exactly. I agree. All right, Paul, thanks for checking in. All right, guys, this is the West Michigan Jammers Friday Night Net. We're going to take some more check-ins. If anybody would like to check in or recheck, please call now.
This is WSLW589 with Sierra Lima Whiskey 589 in Caledonia, Michigan. I'll be general.
All right, buddy. What's your call sign? I'm sorry. What's your name?
Gabriel.
Oh, hey, Gabe. What's going on, buddy? All right, thanks for checking in. Next check-in, please call now.
Flood warning.
This is
All right, 2 of them in there. Person that said this is, please try one more time.
This is WSBI 945, Sam in Hamilton. I'll be a general.
All right, Sam, thanks for checking in, and thanks for scribing. I mean, is Ken missing in action tonight, or who do we got? Are both of you guys in there?
Roger that, you got both of us.
All right, I didn't see him on the list. So next check-in, please call now.
This is
Kayla.
WFIL 626 Whiskey Sierra India Lima 626 Kayla and Wayland. I'll be a general.
Charlie 836
Stewart in Otsego, and I will be general.
All right, I got Kayla and I got Stuart, but Stuart, I didn't get your call sign. Can you give me your call sign one more time, Stu?
Yeah, that would be WSCL 836. Whiskey Sierra Charlie Lima 836.
All right, we got you in the log. Next check-in, please call now.
Hey, this is
Who's Ken?
WSCW 958, Ken, Wyoming, General. I'm always around, Mark.
Yeah, I knew you were lurking, but you usually got yourself on the log first thing, right there underneath me. So I wasn't sure if you were all right or what was going on, or maybe you just had a life. So, all right, we got you, Ken. Sammy West says from the live chat, he says, "Good evening, everyone." I don't know if he has a call sign. I'm not sure. Sam, if you're listening, buddy, what's your call sign? Put it in the chat there. All right, next check-in, please call now. All right, this is the West Michigan GMS Friday Night Net, WRW809 for ID. Let's go back to the list. We got Gabriel in Caledonia, WSLW 589. Come on again.
Yeah, I think I'm probably lasting maybe a month. I mean, I think I've got enough MREs here and such here to last a while. But if things get really bad, I'm not sure how long I want to stick around.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus of the evening. Let's just get it over with. If it's gonna be that, let me ask you, what do you got for MREs, man? I've tried the actual MREs, the name brand themselves, the military ones also. I've tried Mountain House, Patriot Supply, Four Patriots, and there was a couple other, but I can't think of their name because they're not worth mentioning because they were horrible. Yeah, they were gross. So what do you got for which ones are you using? Which ones do you prefer?
Yeah, I really like the Mountain House ones. They last a really long time. The downside is you have to be able to boil water. I also have had the Chef's 5-minute meals. They're like the self-heating MREs. When I was working in North Carolina after Hurricane Helene, and we lived off of those for like 2 weeks straight. So at first I thought they were horrible, but they grow on you.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think some of the worst ones I had were the ones that were the self-heating ones. I can't remember what they were called, but I mean they'll keep you alive. And Mountain House, that's the go-to, man. Those things are good. I could eat those. Not I mean like every day, but those are pretty good. I like those. So, all right, Gabe. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for sharing your story there with us. So we're gonna go to Sam in Hamilton. Sam, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for everything you do for us. You got that application, looks great. So I appreciate everything you do for the West Michigan GMRS Union. So Sam, come on in.
Well, thank you, Mark. This is WSBI 945 here in Hamilton. Good evening to everyone out there on the net. Yeah, I'm not much of a doomsday prepper myself. I'd like to think I'm fairly resilient and could probably bug in and make it quite a while, but I do have 5 little kids and a wife, and I have no idea how that would turn out in an emergency scenario. That definitely changes the dynamic of things. So at this stage of life, we bug in and hold it down, but don't know how long you'd last. That's a lot of mouths to feed, and they're all really hungry. The pantry's only so big, so I don't know. We definitely bug in down here in Hamilton and stick with the neighbors and see what we can get out of the garden, but yeah, that'd be a tough one to swing with 7 of us. So anyway, it's kind of fun to think about. Good topic tonight, and I'll send it back to Net Control.
All right, Sam. I was thinking about you and the 526s today when I came up with this topic. I'm like, man, Andy and Sam. Andy's got what, 9? Yeah, 9 kids. You got 5. We got a great community here, man. We've built a very good community. So, if that stuff ever does happen, it's going to be all about community. So we've got a good group of folks here, and hopefully everybody, if that never happens, I hope not. And if it ever does, I think we got radios, we got a good group of folks, and we all band together. I think we could make it. I'm sure. All right, Kayla, WSIL 626, Wayland.
So this is WSIL 626. Good evening, everyone on the net. I think I would most likely stay here. I've got about 6 acres, a pond and a stream, a lot of local wildlife I could harvest, like deer, chickens, turkeys, that's frogs, turtles, whatever, fish. I don't think leaving would really make much sense. I don't really have any MREs stocked up, but I guess if things started getting a lot worse, I could stock some things in the basement. I've got about 200 or 300 gallons of diesel, a lot of wood for heat and cooking things. But yeah, I really just don't see any place that would be better than this that I could hold out. So I think I would stay here. And I got an announcement, if that's okay, just a short one.
Oh yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Okay, next Saturday, March 28th, if anyone is interested in Parks on the Air, or POTA as they call it, if you're interested in operating at the Allegan County Club Station, we are doing a Club POTA outing at Murphy's Point in the Yankee Springs Park down in at 3200 State Park Drive. It's on the end of the peninsula, right in Gun Lake there. So if anyone wants to come out and learn about POTA or wants to operate the club station, just come there at noon to 1:30 on March 28th at Yankee Springs.
Oh, that's cool.
Back
I
to
love
that.
Yankee
This
Springs.
WSIL 66.
Oh, that's very cool. Hey, I just bought the FTX1. So, hey, I might come down there. I like Yankee Springs, and I got a brand new radio to play with, and it was meant for POTA. So, hey, that might be cool. I'm gonna write that down, and Sam, can you guys put that in a log for us so I can remember? Yeah, very cool. I think I might show up for that, depending on the weather. We've got to turn the corner by now, man. We can't have too much more. I'm not going to say the word, but it's gotta. Come on, it's gotta get spring sooner or later. So, okay, Stu in Otsego, WSCL 836. Stu, come on in.
Yeah, good evening. Okay, I guess I would plan on bugging in, and then after a couple days or so, I would make an assessment. Depends on the severity of things. And at that point, if things are pretty mellow, I'll stick around. But if things are really bad, people get too crazy, I might consider bugging out and heading out to the country. But if it's all out direct hit, then I just wish it would be over with.
Yeah, for sure. That seems to be the best situation and scenario that everybody's kind of agrees on that. Just get it done, get it over with now. So, thanks, Stu. Thanks for checking into the net. This is the West Michigan Jam Rush Friday Night Net. My name's Mark. My call sign is WRWN09. And Ken, you're next up. Come on in. And thanks for helping out tonight, Ken, and everything you do.
WRVE 804, repeating system, Moline, Michigan.
Hey, WSCW 958. Thanks, Mark. But I guess I look at it this way that, if they can reach Michigan, they're doing good. Because everything I plotted and read and looked at, Michigan's going to be one of the last targets. If it's anything, it's going to be a soft target. Because nobody's got range to get this far yet. But if they do, well, my wife does a lot of bird feeding, so I know I've got a lot of squirrels for crock pot, pigeons for crock pot, and we keep a good stash in a couple freezers. yeah, we got a lot of water. You know, I've always planned for some type of emergency tornadoes or whatever. And worst comes to worst, find a way to stab my own well in my backyard, and I could have my own water. But yeah, I think I could last a few months with what I've got set up right now. Back to net, WCW 958.
All right, buddy. Yeah, we're neighbors, so definitely I've been feeding the squirrels. So if it does get to that point when we're gonna get some fat squirrels, we'll have our little some squirrel stew. We'll hook up. All right, that's the end of our list. We'll take some more check-ins if anybody's out there or would like to come on in. Oh, and by the way, Sammy West, he must be listening. So his call sign is WDI945, and he's listening. But apparently he can't make the net, so that's why I started the Discord and the live chat. So there's people out there listening. Welcome everybody, and we love to have you listening to us every Friday night. So shout out to Sammy West, WDI945. Hey Sammy, thanks for joining the live chat. This is the West Michigan Jeremish Friday Night Net. We're going to take some more check-ins or rechecks. Please call now.
This is
9
Sierra
or 5.
Delta Alpha, Q 9 or 5. That's Whiskey Sierra Delta Alpha, Q 9 or 5. Jason, near Bangor, Michigan.
All right, Jason, you working tonight? You want to be in and out, or a short term, or a general check-in?
Actually, I am at home tonight. I hooked up my handheld to my vertical here at the home jack just to see if I could get it. But, that's a good topic. I'll do general tonight.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, you're making it. You got a little bit of noise on your signal, but you got on your audio, but you got a good signal, so you're making the trip. Next check-in, please call now.
WSAQ 314, Jim, Hudsonville, General, and I do not know the topic. They just turned the radio on.
All right, Jim. Can you give me your call sign one more time? WSAQ. That's all I got.
I'm sorry, that's a secret. WSAQ 314.
All right, we got you, Jim. Topic of the night is I'm a prepper and I watch all the social media prepper groups and YouTube channels, and everybody, they're all freaking out. It's the end of the world. We've gone to war. It's around the corner, and everything's gonna hit the fan. And the topic of the night is, if that does happen, are you bugging in, bugging out? How many days you think you're gonna make it? So it's all for fun. This isn't serious, and I hope it never happens. And if it does, it'll be over really quick. But that's the topic of the night. Are you bugging in, bugging out, and how long do you think you're gonna make it before things get really bad? So, all right, thanks for checking in, Jim. Next, we'll take some more check-ins. This is the West Michigan Jim Rush Friday Night Net. Please call now. All right, with nothing heard, we'll go to Jason. WSDA 2905. Come on in, Jason.
Oh, this is WSCA 2 9 or 5. Yeah, probably bugging out with my deer camp group. We're probably going to meet up at a certain location where everybody knows where it's at, and then adjust from there. We can maybe get the ultimate bug out location that not everybody in the group's been to, but people know where it's at. Hopefully we can last, a while, probably more than a couple days, probably several years. We've got, on, you can say. The ultimate bug out location is totally off grid, so there's that. Plus, we've got people in the group that know how to make beer, people who know how to make wine, and meat and stuff like that. People who know how to garden. So, I think we'll survive for the long haul. And of course, with being the deer camp group, there's plenty of firearms to
those was getting food, getting meat, and better control of our territory, so to speak. Defending ourselves if we need to. So yeah, I think we'd be able to survive several years. If I can't link up with them, then yeah, I might not last a week. I'm going on my own. Yeah, I'll probably last a few days, and that's it. So with the group, definitely gonna last a lot longer. WSBA 295 back in that.
All right, man. Thanks for that. Yeah, you got the wine, so I'm marking this down. Who's got what? So you got the wine. We got the squirrels. I think that what wine would go as squirrel? If anybody knows that, come on in and let us know. All right. Next on our list is WSAQ 314, Jim in Hudsonville. Wine does go.
All right, Mark. Yeah, the Death and Doom thing. Yeah. I hear so much that, to be honest with you, I don't pay much attention to it. Didn't get real excited, even when I got COVID, stood back because I didn't really know what was going on, but definitely didn't freak out. Being the fact that I'm probably at least 30 pounds overweight, I could probably go for 2 weeks without eating, and that would probably bring me right down to where I want to be. And I've dieted before and lost, 20-some pounds before, and, you really don't need a lot to eat to survive, so definitely cutting back would be the biggest thing. Smart thing, actually. As far as where I'm at, a whole lot of options as far as come up with your own food. A couple squirrels, maybe a couple birds. But I know where to go hunting. So if I did want to do that, I could go do that. I'm not going to say how much ammunition, but I got enough to, if it came to have to fight off, I could hold my own for a while. But I don't think we did come to that either, to be honest with you, because everything's always dropping things from the air, and anything I have wouldn't deal with that anyway. You might have to worry about people trying to loot you or something like that, but to be honest with you, it's hard to, that would be hard to, when someone needs something, how do you defend yourself against that? So kind of got to look at that. To be honest with you, you got to be in a real life situation to figure it out. Hopefully that gave you some of an answer. I also do have a cat that you could feed probably a family of 4 for about a week. Pretty heavy cat. I wouldn't actually do it, but if big enough, I could probably do it. I'm back net control. WICQ 314.
All right, buddy. Yeah, I need a bullet before I had to eat my dog, so that's like I understand that. I could never do it. So, all right. That's the end of our list, guys. This is the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. I'm Net Control WRWN09. We'll take a last call for check-ins or rechecks. Anybody's got to come on in that's been hanging out and listening or wants to add some comments and do a recheck, please call now.
Flood warning.
All right, with nothing heard, I would like to thank Sam, WRVE804, for the use of the Moline repeater tonight. Let me do this every week. I'd like to thank Ken and Sam for scribing and everything they do for the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. We do have an official club now. Anybody's interested, we've got the applications, we've got the state approval, the federal approval. We are an official club, so we'll have all the documentation and everything to join the club posted here shortly on our social media. And those are the West Michigan GMRS Unit on Facebook. We're going to forego the My GMRS page just because it's not user-friendly. They're limited to what you can do. Their server isn't that great, and it's just kind of it's not run very well. So we're moving over to Discord. We do have a West Michigan GMRS Discord. We've got some very cool different topics in there. We've got the live chat. We've got our Kent County Skywarn link is in there. And go there, check it out. The QR code is posted. Sorry about that. Timed out my radio. The QR codes and all that information is posted on our Facebook group. So I think that's everything. I'd like to welcome Sylvia. She's new, and we had one other person in there, Greg. Welcome to the net. We're here every Friday night at 8 p.m. You guys are always welcome to join us. We'd love to have you. So with that, I'm going to return this repeater to its normal operation. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everybody on YouTube watching and in the live chat. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Just WRWN 809. I'll be clear.
Mark, quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did my transmission come through? When I let up, there was just nothing there, so I don't know if I got a radio problem or something happened. WSAQ 314.
No, you sounded good. I got all of it.
Oh, yeah, just all of a sudden it just sat there and didn't do anything. It just kind of dead noise. And then some announcement came up, and then all of a sudden I had to actually key up to make it where I heard something else. So something goofy happened. All right. Glad I came through. WSAQ 314. Hey, Mark.
Yeah, Jim, you're full quieting in the repeater. You got full bars on the Motorola. Your audio's good, your signal's good, and everything's good, man. Making the trip. No issues on this end. So, yeah, Ken, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but after Jim's transmission, I think you might have tried to come in there and see if there was anybody else. The only thing we heard from you was just air noise. So I think it was on your end, personally.
No, man, my end's fine.
We had about a good minute, just nothing but air noise.
Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? So what did you get? Did you get my final wrap up with the announcements and everything, or when did you lose me?
You came on when you said this is it. We're gonna wrap it up. You didn't ask for any more check-ins, which I think you were trying to do. You just came. First we heard was you came in wrapping it up, and it says this is it. Then you talked about Discord, and that was about it.
All right, that's all I did, buddy. That's everything I mentioned. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's try this again. This is the West Michigan Jeremiah's Friday Night Net. That's the end of our net, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in, everybody on the YouTube and the Discord chat live, and I'm going to return this repeater to its normal operations. Have a great weekend and be safe, guys. WRWN 809, I'll be clear.
Hey, Mark, I'm a little late. This is WSTK 548.
Hey, what's going on, man? Clem, your topic of the night is if the world ends tomorrow because of what's going on in Iran and all the craziness, you bugging in, bugging out, and how many days you gonna make it, Clem?
Well, we can go a month with the supplies I have here, and then drain the water heater if I really needed some more water, and kind of filter it, whatever. And then we got communication, so I would be monitoring GMRS, the scanner, see what's going on, break. And depending on what I hear, when I'm monitoring, I guess I'd do the threes. Listen at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I don't know if you heard of that. I would do that and see if anybody was out there. And then my decision would not only depend on me, but my family, break. And if everything else comes to an end, I would fill the red wagon with whatever I have left and go to beautiful Borculo and see what Tim's doing.
There you go.
All right, buddy, copy that. Yeah, we're all heading to Tim's house, and I've been taking notes all night long. So, like I mentioned, I know who's got what. So, all right, I'll keep this going as long as you guys want. Anybody out there would like to check in, do a recheck, showing up late, lurking, come on in. This is the West Michigan Jeremiah's Friday Night Net. Last call.
This is WRQX 613, Darren and Muskegon.
Oh, hey, Darren. You want to be in and out, short term, or a general check-in?
I'll stick around. I missed the most of the nap, but I got time now, so I'll stick around.
All right, next check-in, please call now.
This is Whiskey Sierra Juliet Quebec 469. First time in and out.
Okay, 469. We don't let the first timers go in and out, so we're gonna pick on you. We do it to everybody, so don't feel like we're just singling you out. First time checking in, we want to know just a little bit. Tell us about yourself, as much as you like to share. What got you? How'd you hear about the net? And what kind of equipment you're using. So come on in.
Well, first mistake is I became a ham in November 24th. But I've been in and out of it since 20 years. Never took the plunge. Using a cheap bowfang equipment with a decent antenna on the car. And if the world were in tomorrow, one, I'd run out of toilet paper, and I've got 2 cats. Probably last me a week.
All right, buddy. Thanks for checking in. Hey, I got your call sign. I did not get your name or your location. Can you share that with me, and then I'll let you off the hook, man.
No problem. Normally I say it's Wall Street Journal, Quebec, 469. Paul, Hudsonville, and I'm also KF8 CPT captain.
All right, buddy. Well, we're here every Friday night. We've been doing this for a little over a year, so you're always welcome to join us. And, as hams, I can understand where you're coming from. So I'm 1-2, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Mike Mike. So thanks for checking in, Paul. Anybody else would like to check in, please call now.
Oh, you let me off easy.
I'm letting you off easy. I'm not gonna pick it. I might now. But go ahead with the recheck.
That's WSDA 295. To answer your question, what pairs with squirrel for wine? A Pinot War is the best choice as its woodsy, earthy tones complement the creamy flavors of squirrel.
I would say
Red
white
Zinfandel is
wine,
another good
Pinot
one. Chardonnay is another good one for wine pairing for squirrel. I did a Google search, took a screenshot, and then I submitted the code for the Facebook group there. So you'll probably see it next time you log into Facebook there as well. This is WSDA 295, back to net.
All right, buddy. I'm pulling it up now too. That anybody's watching this. Yeah, medium body dreads. And yeah, I'm checking it out now here, Google, and anybody watching can see what I'm doing on the screen here. So I was thinking of white wine, because it's kind of gamey, but it says for a refreshing contrast, opt for a crisp, dry, or a mineral-driven Sauvignon Blanc. So, all right, very cool. We know what kind of wine we're having with squirrel. Me and Ken we got plenty of squirrels, and we're making a stew. So if you bring the wine, we got the squirrel. All right, guys. Anybody else would like to check in? This is the West Michigan GMRS Friday Night Net. Please call now.
WSLP 239. Whiskey Sierra Lima Papa 239. Ben out of Grand Rapids. Just in for a question.
All right, Ben. I got you. WSLP 239, I believe. And did you have a question, you said?
Yes, sir. I downloaded the Discord app. I have no idea how to use it. Do you have any idea, short term, easy instructions how to look up what they can hear on that?
All right, buddy. You got a real scratchy signal. You're kind of in and out and broken. If you can email me, westmichigangmrs@gmail.com, or if you have Facebook and you can instant message me, I'll give you my phone number and we'll talk through it there, because us trying to figure it out with the signal that you got on here is going to be kind of difficult. So I'll definitely help you out, but let's not do it on the radio. So westmichigangmrs@gmail.com, or instant message me on Facebook and I'll get you my phone number. Does that work, Ben?
Yeah, sounds good. Sorry about the transmission. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Sorry, you just got kind of a broken and really scratchy. So for us to try to do a back and forth on trying to get you to hook up on that is going to be very difficult. So, all right, anybody else would like to check in? Please call now. Where's Caleb? All right, with nothing heard, let's go back to the list. We got Darren in Muskegon, WRQX613. Darren.
This is WRQX613. Good evening, Mark. It's good to be back. I haven't been here in a long time, so glad you were still around when I got down here. Anyway, back to the question, if it all went to crap tomorrow, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not going to list everything I got and all my preps because, yeah, there's a little bit of, you know, OPSEC there. But I would say, I'm speaking of hyperbolically, but no, I think we'd be okay for a good long while.
Hyperbolically?
Growing up in the country, kind of learned to have some stuff on hand and be self-reliant as much as possible. Got good community around us, so I think we'd be okay for a bit. Depending on what caused the Fed to hit the shan, so to speak. If it's nuclear, then that's a little different, I suppose. But if things just stop moving, we'd be okay for a little while. Got some food and water put back and needs to take care of things, so I think it'll be all right for a bit. But yeah, it's always kind of fun to play the what-if game for sure. There's an awful lot of fantasy out there, but when it comes right down to it, I think community is probably the most important thing you can have. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Mark. This is WRQX613.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. You know, being there for each other is going to be what keeps everybody alive. And yeah, first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. We broke all the rules tonight. Everybody's got a call sign. We're streaming live. You know, everybody's talking about what they got. Bring it. You know, I mean, if you're gonna come to my house, you better come. But yeah, you're not supposed to talk about what you got. But yeah, that's it, guys. West Michigan Jam Rush Friday Night Net. That's the end of our list. But there's always lurkers and latecomers. So anybody else out there would like to check into the West Michigan Jam Rush Friday Night Net, do a recheck, please call now.
This is WXTV526. Kansas and Hudsonville. And I told you we need short time.
Oh, buddy, I was just wondering where you guys were. I was like, where's Caleb, man? Oh, all right. Are we gonna do the list, or are we gonna? What are we doing?
Z526. I'm just gonna give you a number tonight, man. I actually just got home from running some errands, so be a short time. Tyler will be short time. I think that's it for the 526s.
All right, Andy, you're kind of scratchy and broken, but I'm getting pretty good from working HF, picking stuff out of the mud. I got Caleb, Andy, and Tyler. We'll just leave it at that short term. And we were talking about you earlier. If you can hear me and you got a good signal, the topic of the night is, with all the social media groups and prepper groups and what's going on in Iran. If it ever happens and it's the end of the world, are you bugging in, bugging out, and how long are you going to make it? And I was thinking about you, with the 526s and the 9 kids, and Sam with the 5 kids. So, Andy, what's happening? I mean, are you bugging in, bugging out? Are you ready? And how long before the kids drive you crazy and you start eating them?
WSBV 526. Copy now, Mark.
I got a good copy on you, buddy.
Alright, so let's see. Between, the chickens don't stand a chance, I can tell you that right now. They're going to be the first ones to go. And Elizabeth's already got the garden planted for this summer, so
We'll be sitting all night for a little while at least. But I actually just got home about 10 minutes ago, and I said to Caleb, hey, did you check in for Mark? He's like, oh man, I'm having so much fun. Tell me if he's still on. So anyway, that's it for me, man. I'm exhausted. So Caleb and Tyler are going to be a short term, and you can say hey to them. This is WSBV 526. Back to you, Mark.
All right, buddy. Yeah, I'll always be here. I was just thinking about you guys, and it was good to talk to you yesterday, or whatever day it was, the morning we were talking. I can't remember. I'm old and I forget, but it was cool hearing you in the morning out there. I was late for work, man, and Andy came back to me on one of the repeaters, one of the amateur radio repeaters here, and helped me get through the morning. So I really appreciate that. So Caleb, come on in, buddy. How you been?
This is WSBV 526. Alright, so I was hearing Mark stuff and kind of school and playing outside and in a lot of heat trying to come back to like 50s yesterday. I was like, I think it's supposed to be 60s tomorrow. Can't wait for the warm weather again. A lot of fun stuff will come, like swimming and all that stuff. But now we're kind of staying up late playing outside and getting some fresh air. Yeah, I was too busy. So yeah, I didn't even know it. I didn't remember it until Dad mentioned it. Check in. So yeah, so I might just check in. Yeah, I can't wait till there's fresh air. Warm, fresh air. Up in the T Market, WSBV 526.
All right, buddy, man. I miss you too. For sure, it's gonna be nice tomorrow too. We got like 60 and sunny tomorrow. Anybody watching us on YouTube or listening, you know, we live in Michigan and we had a terrible winter, so we're ready. Anything above 40 degrees and we're happy. So 60 is like a heaven sent tomorrow. We're gonna be outside and having a great time. Tyler, you got anything to add?
This is WSBV 526. Yeah, today I was rollerblading and I was going playing hockey with Caleb, and I kept on falling down once or twice, about 20 minutes, probably every 20 minutes. But it was so fun because I got to play basketball. That was also fun. And now I'm playing with they're like light helicopters that you shoot off. It's really fun to play with them. This is WSBV 526.
Oh, cool, man. You got some of those helicopters. You got to bring those things. I remember at the Gra-Ra show, man, inside of there, we could have a whole lot of fun with the helicopters. We're probably getting in a lot of trouble, but if we do, you can blame it all on me. Say, you know, Mark, that WRWN09, it's all his fault. So bring those helicopters to the show, and we'll definitely have some fun with those. That'd be very cool. I'd love to see it. All right, guys, thanks for checking in. 526s, guys, that's them. We only got 3 of them tonight. There's 11 of them, but we understand it's nice outside, and they're probably, you know, outside having a good time. So we'll go join them here in a second. That's the end of the list, guys. Rechecks, check-ins. I'll do this as long as you want to listen to me. WRW809. Please call now.
Recheck real quick.
Go ahead, recheck.
This is your Romeo. No, wrong attitude. Wall Street Journal, Quebec 469. Did you put out that there's a swap meeting tomorrow?
You're really scratchy and broken, man. I got 469, and I think you asked me a question about something about tomorrow. That's all I got, buddy. Try it one more time.
Alright. WSJ Quebec 469. Did you put out anything about the swap meet tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know anything about the swap meet tomorrow. My first show is April 11th, um, and that's in Allegan County. So I don't know anything about a swap meet tomorrow. There is, yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Break.
Go ahead, Ken, fill him in.
Okay, Lowell has a swap meet tomorrow.
Oh,
Starts
yeah.
at 9 till noon. Give me a second. I can bring up my phone the address. It's on Virgins. So I don't know if that's the high school or not. But it starts tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, and goes till noon.
Oh, yeah, that's the youth one, correct?
I'm not sure if the youth are doing it anymore or not. I know it used to be the Lowell Junior Amateur Radio Club that was doing it. I didn't hear it this year. I just know it's 9 to noon tomorrow, and it's on Virgin. So I think it's a high school.
Greg?
Flood warning.
Go ahead, Break. I just pulled it up on the website, but go ahead.
Hey, this is Sam, your scribe. All of the info is in the announcements section of tonight's log, address, time, location, and the Ham Club putting it on. It's right there in the announcements portion for you if you want to read that out.
Oh, very good, man. You're on top of it. Lowell Amateur Radio Youth Club Hamfest is tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Lowell High School, 11700 Virgins Street, Southeast Lowell, Michigan 49331. Thanks, Sam. I'm glad someone's paying attention, because I'm so thankful for you guys because I couldn't do this without you, and you guys make me look a lot better than I really am. So, does that answer your question, sir? All right. One last call. I mean, we'll keep going as long as you guys want, but this is the West Michigan JMS Friday Night Net. That's the end of our list. My name is Mark, WRWN09 for ID, and we'll take some more check-ins or recheck if anybody is interested. Please call now. All right, let's do this one more time. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Sam, Ken, for scribing. Thanks, Sam, Napkey, WRV804, the use of the Moline repeater. Thanks for everybody that's watching us on YouTube, and thanks for everybody on the Discord. You guys can check us out on Facebook at the West Michigan GMRS Union, our Discord, West Michigan GMRS Union, or you can email me, westmichigangmrs@gmail.com. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great weekend. Be safe. I'll be on the side and listening. Have a great weekend. I'm going to return this repeater to its normal operations. Have a good night. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next week.